Welcome. So, Beautiful in All Seasons is a blog. If you don't know by now, hope you do. If you don't, you're excused. You will find out more about it moving on. So, Beautiful in All Seasons is a blog. It started as a journal where I would write down my thoughts, since I am a person that struggles to communicate their emotions when they are in them. So then I would write my thoughts, write my emotions as a way to cope with life and better move on. So one time I thought it was to, since my journals they get full and then I have to get another one and I neglect the one that I was using before, how about I just have it online where I can always access my blog page for reflection, to check on the progress that I have been making, and also to go back and remind myself of the affirmations that I had written down one day when I was feeling positive or needed affirmations. So yeah, and initially the blog page was meant to be an online platform for me to access, timelessly, any place, anytime. Only me though, because I was like, I'm so vulnerable here. It's like a venting spot for me, a venting page. I'm so vulnerable. Everything that one would want to know about me, actually, they would have to go there to find out exactly who's this girl. Like, how are her thought patterns, literally what are her experiences. So that is Beautiful in All Seasons. It's a blog space where there is nothing but vulnerability. I share happy moments. I share literally everything. As I mentioned, that it's like a journal that I can always go back to, and mostly because my love language is words of affirmations. It is whereby there's so much of affirmations there. Every piece has something to take with, something like a flower to remind you that actually not everything is bad. Here's a flower to lighten up your mood. Here is this beauty still in the midst of all that is currently going on, in the midst of the experience that may seem unpleasant. So that is Beautiful in All Seasons. Just in case you didn't know what Beautiful in All Seasons is, it started as a blog, and now I decided, let me come to YouTube so you can see my personality, so you can see how I actually look like. So we can connect. I share my experiences. You are also more than welcome to share experiences. And the other reason why I brought it here, so I can unpack to give more context. Okay, so for today, I will be unpacking one of my pieces. Oopsie. So rediscovering, it's unearthing something. In my own words, child. And when you are redefining, then it is to reform something. So now, back to the article. Rediscovering / redefining self. January 29, 2020. January 29, 2023. Finally, it clicked. I'm pretty much still myself. Have just been feeling deeper and longer. For a while, I did not quite get it to why I feel longer now than when I was 24 and younger. Perhaps it is part of the package that arrived at age 25. For 2 months, I have been feeling distant, out of touch with myself. I have been feeling confused and unhappy, irrespective of the events of the day. I always thought of myself to be the always peaceful, always calm, always joyful, always happy, always free, getting over stuff easily with no apology offered, with no disappearance of a problem. I thought that is who I am. However, I have been feeling so much of what I never thought myself to be. I have thought repeatedly and said, I am not myself lately. The truth is, I am myself. I just happen to be assessing situations and events happening in my life a lot more, longer and deeper than in the previous years. Because this is new for me and unintentional, it leads to confusion on how I feel about myself and who I am at present. person who I thought self is and supposed to be are currently challenged. Necessarily so. It is making sense to me now that it should not be a problem. It is just growth happening in me. Growth is anything new happening in us. There's nothing wrong with me when I feel longer than before. There's nothing wrong with me when I question what I once accepted. There's nothing wrong with me for easily being emotional instead of easily getting over stuff as in the past. It is all an indication of where I am at present. I understand now that I am not distant to self. I'm actually more in touch with myself. I understand now that I am not necessarily what I feel. I am my character. I am my heart. Life is each day gifted to us. Life is also the events each day delivers to us. Life is also the decisions we make to create more chances. I hope to give my best in an authentic way possible, and I acknowledge my best today is not my best yesterday, nor my best tomorrow. And this is rediscovering, redefining self. So at the time, as you have heard, while I was reading, I had felt so much distant with myself. I used to think I get over stuff quickly. Used to think I get over stuff quickly. I mean, you could do me wrong. You don't necessarily have to say you're sorry before I can bounce back. But as I grow up, turned 25, life happened, and I define life as the day gifted to us, the decisions that we make to create chances as the events of the actual day. So life happened, and I was more in touch with the negative, cold emotions longer than in the past. I would be sad for an extended period of time in comparison to the past. In the past, I'll just rub it off. However, I had to think about it as it concerned me too. Mel, you have been sad, girl. Why are you sad for like longer now than in the past? What is changing? What has changed? And then I found out that I was actually just brushing emotions off without really assessing them longer to understand them and thus understand myself and be a better person right now and in the future. So that is what I'm doing right now as I grow up, which is a positive. That I assess longer than in the past. That is the reason why I feel it's like I feel deeper right now, because I'm assessing, trying to understand what is this, why is it, when, and then if I need to do something about it, I do something to change it so I can feel better. So I'm more in touch with my emotions, and I don't just drop them off. I rather assess them, dig into them. Okay, this is sadness, this is anger, this is frustration. Why sadness? Why anger? Why frustration? When did it get here? How did it get here? How long has it been here? Why am I responding this way with regards to this life, event, experience, and all of that? So that is what redefining, rediscovering self is. That I used to think I am all of the emotions, if I can group them like that, to classify or label them that. I used to think I'm always calm. I am always peaceful. I am always happy. Like, always refers to every day, honey. Ain't no day gonna come by and I'm not gonna be happy, I'm not gonna be goofy, I'm not gonna be, but that is not the story anymore. Because I had found myself to be in a place where actually I'm sad today. I'm sad. Actually, I'm frustrated today. I'm frustrated, not calm today. Actually, I don't feel free. I feel confused, and all of that. So then rediscovering, redefining self is to say that I am actually my heart, and I am not necessarily this happy, this calm, this... Sorry, can I rephrase? I'm not necessarily this always calm, always happy, always peaceful, always free, and you name them, and you name them, and you name them. I am my heart. My heart is kind. My heart is full of love. It's loving, and because it's kind, it's loving, maybe that is the reason why I would gravitate towards these emotions that are warm, that are light, which I have just mentioned right now. However, on days whereby, on a week, I'm gonna move now to say, on a week where I'm frustrated, on a week where I am confused, there's nothing wrong with me. It doesn't mean I'm not myself anymore. On a month that I'm actually frustrated longer than in the past, I'm still myself. I am actually just more in touch with self than if I were to ignore the problem, just brush it off and keep it going. So I learned recently, I'm learning that it is important that you understand yourself so that you are aware of yourself. It's one of the ways to taking care of yourself. Understand yourself means, okay, I'm not going to brush things off. Rather, I'm going to find out, why am I feeling this? Why is it still here? And what can I do about it? Do I need to do something to get rid of these emotions, or do I need to just not necessarily brush them off? Do not brush it off. I once heard or watched something whereby someone was saying that the emotions are like guests. If it's emotion of sadness that is here today, right now, let it in, hear it out, spend time with it. Once you have heard it out, once you did, you spend time with it, it's going to leave and make room for the next emotion. As we also make reference to life happening, the events of life taking place, the decisions that we make to create chances, and the day gifted unto us. As the day gifted unto us is happening, as we make decisions to create chances, as the events are just presented unto us, let whatever emotion that comes come in. Check it out. Check it out. If you need to ask questions, ask questions. And at the right time, it will make room for the next one. Just as guests make room for the next. Yeah, so that was rediscovering, redefining self. It's just that what led to confusion at the time is the transition, whereby usually, I don't even have to think about it, honey. I'll be sad, I'll forget. Within 10 minutes, I forgot what happened. And then now, unintentionally, how it started, now I'm more intentional about, okay, I'm frustrated. Why am I frustrated? Why have I been frustrated? Why am I sitting in this thing long? So when it started happening, as I mentioned, that I felt like I'm distant from self, I'm not in touch with myself. I was confused to why am I feeling all the opposite of what I thought I am. I was so confused that I'm out of touch with myself, because I'd be sad longer, I'd be sitting in negative emotions longer. And that was not intentional for me, and I'd find myself assessing though, without actually being aware that this is what I'm doing, until I got to a point where I'm just like, actually, I'm still me. I'm just more in touch with myself. I'm not distant with self. I'm very much in touch with self. I'm so in touch with myself. I'm trying to understand self. I'm trying to help self, trying to be there for self, and so right now it's more intentional, so it's not confusing, because I see this is life. I'm laughing right now because I'm thinking it's like I am catching up that this is life later than most people. Please comment. Is this happening to you as well? Are you catching up with life as I'm discovering that actually it's life, honey? You are supposed to feel an assess and decide that, okay, this happened, this is how I responded. How was my response? Did I need to feel that way? Was that emotion right? And then you learn that actually all the emotions are right, honey, all of them. Just make time to understand them, spend time with them, and then you work on your reaction towards the emotions or the people involved. Yeah, I love my writing. So this is it. Today we just unpacked one of my lovely pieces on my blog, which is www.beautifulinallseasons.blogspot.com. I'm just excited every time I go through my pieces or I write pieces. It just fills my cup so much. I feel so warm on the inside, so fulfilled. I just love it. Love. So yeah, self is I am my heart. I'm not the emotions that I thought I was. Because when I'm sad today, it doesn't mean that I'm an always sad person. If it happened that I've been sad for a longer period or whatever, I am my heart. I am my character. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed, and please do comment what is a nugget that you took from this chat. What experiences can you share? Please, anything, you know. You can even just drop your name so I know who was watching, who was listening, and we'll do shout outs moving on, if you happen to drop your name, of course. Okay, thank you. That is it from me to you, Melone Jiyane. I'm very much glad to have sat down and unpacked this piece with you. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for doing this with me. Remember to like if you liked anything at all. Apparently it creates more chances for people to find this and also get something for themselves, you know. And let's grow the family. Please subscribe. Love you. I appreciate you. Take care of yourself. Love on yourself. You are not the problem. There's nothing wrong with you. You are amazing. Just make sure that you work to understand yourself. I encourage that so that you are more self-aware. You know, for everything to work in life, we put in the work. For self to grow, you have to understand self, be aware of self, make better decisions, and for anything in life to work, you put in the work. So as you put in work, put in work on you, work on yourself. Okay? Love you, take care of yourself, and stay safe.